won twice, 15 and 19, and we are underway. And UC Irvine has the first possession of the basketball game.
Nobody thought here preseason picked these teams 1 and 2 that they'd be playing as 4 and 5s in the conference tournament. But both these teams talented and good enough to win the whole thing this week.
And Dawson Baker gets him on the board right away. So it's a 2-0 Anteater lead. First possession for the Gauchos.
You see UC Santa Barbara, they like to spread the floor, go 4 around 1, see if they can isolate So down in the post a little bit. Let him go head-to-head with their big men.
A.J. Mitchell. Norris. And the shot taken and made for 3 by Calvin Wishart.
A lot of firepower on both these teams. Lots of all-conference players. A lot of guys will go on to play after their college careers are over.
Justin Hone over to Baker. Now Velp sets a screen for him, and Baker on the roll gives it to Velp. Velp off balance shot, makes it fall.
That's what he does. He's really good, though you just mentioned the off balance shots. Turnaround fadeaways, mid-range shots. Not great from the 3. Really good from those challenging fadeaway shots.
Mitchell with the basketball for UC Santa Barbara. The 3-ball attempt. And skying for the board. Seiko Torre. Butler, rather. J.C. Butler got the basketball. Now Velp.
There it is.
Yeah, fadeaway jumper. That's no good. The rebound goes to So.
So UC Irvine, one of the best defensive teams in the land. And it's like that every single year under Russ Turner. And UC Santa Barbara's got to find ways to score. Hit threes against one of the best squads defensively.
Velp a rebound. Gives it out ahead to Hone. And Hone running the floor. Butler. To Velp. Mitchell's got to guard him. Austin Johnson on the miss. And the rebound, Miles Norris. Transfer from Oregon out of San Diego. Got the ball right now. Wraparound pass attempt swatted away. Case of the defender getting a hand in the passing lane.
That's what it's all about, right? You can't have your hands to your side. You got to have your hands out and active.
Velp long 3. And Pierre-Louis with the rebound for UC Santa Barbara. Josh Pierre-Louis at the other end. It's a basket for So.
You know you're a special player when you have a 6'9", 240, 250 strong guy running the floor and beating all the defenders down to get you 2 points.
Amadou So averaging just about 16 points a game during the regular season. So we expect to see him right in the middle of it here today. Velp battling, gets the rebound. Ball did not hit the rim, so the shot clock stays the same. That's intercepted. Wishart takes it in with a finger roll.
Well, you're going to keep seeing UC Irvine. They always have 2 bigs. They're one of the few teams out west that likes to play a 3-around-2 with 2 bigs in the game at the same time. They throw waves at you. This UC Irvine squad under Russ Turner for years has played 11, 12 players a game, and it really prepares them for conference tournament time like this.
Baker's turnaround. Will it get the roll? Yes, it does. Dawson Baker, 4 points. Out of bounds off of Mitchell. So that ball back to UC Irvine. As we have seen a lot of offense and defense in the first couple of minutes of the ballgame.
I love this great pass to Amadou So, and then on the other end, Austin Johnson tries to fade away on the baseline, but Colin Velp there to clean up the mess on the missed opportunity. That's another thing too, is UC Irvine's always one of those teams that's a great rebounding team. Both these squads are about 4 or 5 better than their opponents. Getting great perimeter play. That's one thing that was been missing for UC Santa Barbara most this year. And A.J. Mitchell for them has just kind of taken over offensively from the perimeter spot. They graduated the Big West Player of the Year, Ja'Cory McLaughlin. They also graduated DeVeryl Ramsey, who was their starting point guard for the last 3 years. So now UC Santa Barbara in a place where everybody knew who their post players were going to be. They didn't know how the perimeter players would work out. But A.J. Mitchell, man, he's been really good as of late, freshman guard.
Well, just into the game, Emmanuel Shimanga, he commits a personal foul for UC Irvine. 7-6, 1-point lead for Gauchos. UC Santa Barbara. Handling the basketball, Robinson, Edahan. Wishire up to Mitchell. Norris trying to go down the lane. He's defended, and that's another quick foul on Shimanga. That's 2 quick ones since entering the game.
Well, that's a big blow. You know, he's a 7-footer, about 270 pounds, and he's really worked himself into being a really in-shape player. You know, Shimanga arrived on campus his freshman year at 340 and had a hard time with long spurts. Done a great job of shedding about 70 pounds. Play some valuable minutes, but this is why, exactly what I was talking about. This is why Russ Turner likes to have a lot of depth on the inside. Play like 11 guys a game. And so times like this, when you have a body like him go out, you have another player who's been playing all season long who can step in and take over until you can get your starters back in or the guys you want back in the game.
So ball be put into play. After the made free throw. So 8-6. Gauchos in the early going. Royston is in there. Big man, 7-footer out of Germany. Setting a screen for Redfield. And now to the basket. And a bucket there.
With Fury, Ugajadeli splitting the traffic, finishing with defense around him. UC Irvine always has such a great system offense. Then they got individual talent that can make plays within the offense.
Sonny, now Wishart missed the 3. And a whistle as Ugajadeli was sent down to the floor behind the play.
So he's got a high motor, big time energy. And here you're talking about Ugajadeli. Just got the bucket, and then he got fouled. Here's a guy that averages 2 points a game, 3 boards. You look at those stats, they don't wow you whatsoever, but yet he was named team captain. This UC Irvine ball club, the players gravitate to him, and is one of those guys that just took over a leadership role. Love to see it.
DJ Davis stepping out of bounds was forced out. Far sideline. For you, Ugajadeli. Chino Hills High School.
That's right.
Long Beach guy.
Won a state championship back in high school.
Langston Redfield inbounds to DJ Davis. Now Loyston trying to spin toward the bucket. That's an offensive foul as he ran right over Edahan. First foul on Loyston.
Freshman big man, they got high hopes for him. Look at this right here. Yeah. One of the best defenders in the league. Robinson Edahan taking the charge. Coach Joe Pasternak calls Edahan the soul of the team. See why with defensive stops like that.
Here Louis hands off to Sonny. And Mitchell. He's bumped and fouled by Isaiah Lee. The first foul on Lee, junior off the bench from Sydney, Australia, New South Wales. For UC Irvine, established in 1965. Total enrollment 3,600. One of the more memorable nicknames in all of sports, all college sports, the Anteaters.
You mean 36,000, not 3,600.
Did I say 3,600?
I think you did.
3,600 times a few.
I think it's a great nickname, the Anteaters. You know, they're right near Santa Ana. You know, the Santa Ana Zoo has an anteater named Peter, just like their mascot, Peter the Anteater. So if you want to go check it out in person.
Coming into the game now, Dean Keeler, as Loyston has to sit down with 2 quick fouls.
2 big men with 2 quick fouls.
Yeah, that's a little trouble for UC Irvine. Another blocking foul called underneath. And this one will be on Ugajadeli.
Well, here's part of the reason why UC Irvine's bigs keep getting called for fouls. It's not like they're just pumping the ball down low and it's one-on-one and they're fouling the big men. No, a lot of times it's the perimeter plays for UC Irvine aren't keeping a man in front. They're getting beat off the bounce, and then they're having to foul down low.
Rebound taken by Justin Hahn, who's back in the game. Gauchos to Davis. Davis holding over to Holm. Holm working off a screen. His pass deflected and knocked out of bounds. I said that Gauchos had another foul. He did not. It was actually on Isaiah Lee. So Lee has 2 fouls off the bench. Loyston 2 fouls off the bench. Chimanga 2 fouls off the bench.
A lot of foul trouble early on. That's all 6 of their fouls right there. Neither team really getting any kind of flow.
Holm cut off. Finds Redfield. Redfield looking for some room along the baseline. Might have lost his pivot. No call. And now Gauchos rolls to the basket, and a rebound for Miles Norris. Norris stepping into the jump shot. Long rebound, heads over to DJ Davis.
UC Irvine will push the basketball when it's opportunistic. But otherwise, they're going to run this offense. They're going to go 3 around 2. They're going to get some ball screens out of it. They're going to look for some pick and rolls. And they're going to look to really utilize the post game with their backs to the basket.
Davis a little bit long, and the rebound for Mitchell. He hustled over there to get that rebound away from Keeler, who was lined up for it. Mitchell trying to bounce pass to Pierre-Louis. Now Norris just throws it up, but he's fouled. So we look at A.J. Mitchell, freshman out of Belgium. Saint-Marie Namur, member of the Belgian youth national team. He was the freshman of the year in the Big West.
And rightfully so. 12 points per game on the season and 4 assists, which is 3rd best in the Big West with assists. Now, he went from 12 points a game to in conference 15.5 points per game. So he's really developed as the season's progressed more of a scoring mentality. Matter of fact, just very recently, he's had back-to-back games. He had 31 points at UC Davis and an overtime win for UC Santa Barbara. Then the very next game at UC Riverside, they had a double overtime win where he had 30 points there. So you're talking about a freshman, a 6'4", 180 guard. He's doing a great job of, here's the thing too, 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio as a freshman, best in the league.
Very impressive. Austin Johnson checked back in for the Anteaters. Last horn, he's playing at the high post right now. Holm finds a lane to the basket and scores. Explosive to the hoop. Wishart gives it out to Pierre-Louis. In the game, Cole Anderson or the Gaucho. Pierre-Louis, right side Wishart. Wishart had it poked free. Manages to recover. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Now the shot taken and well missed by Amadou Sow. 10-10, even Steven right now, almost halfway through the first half of play. Oh, there's a good block as Miles Norris, senior from San Diego, came up with that.
So wants it inside.
That's lobbed outside to Josh Pierre-Louis. Wishart. Amadou Sow. He tripped over a seam in the wood, it looked like. Now he's got another chance, and the running right-hander's good.
You know, he's done a lot of picking and popping this year. He's knocked down some three-point shots. There he is around the basket. He's 6'9". He mans the post. And you have Miles Norris out there, number 5, who's actually 6'10", but he's more of a perimeter player. So sometimes you look for the big man you think is going to be inside, but Miles Norris hovers around the three-point line most of the time.
Bell holding. Kicks it out. And the shot made by DJ Davis. Three-pointer. Davis had a lot of time to make that shot. Now it's a 1-point Anteater lead.
This Austin Johnson, Amadou Sow matchup down inside is really.
Wow.
What in the world was that?
Très bien, Monsieur Pierre-Louis. Wow.
Tu parles français.
That was crazy. Well, Butler.
I didn't think he had a chance. And the spin that he put on that ball just perfectly to drop off the backboard. Aggressive. They're more aggressive attacking the basket. They're more aggressive on the boards. They're more aggressive with their back to the basket. And, you know, I think UC Irvine's running their stuff. It didn't seem like they're playing as aggressively as the Gauchos, and it's shown on the foul list.
Oh, great backdoor pass to Pierre-Louis. And he finishes. Josh Pierre-Louis, 4 points now.
Well, Amadou Sow out of the game. They don't have as big a post presence. UC Santa Barbara got to find additional ways to score the ball.
Wishart running the floor, looking for some help. Finds Norris, now Mitchell. Mitchell getting around Redfield, lays it off the glass and in.
Just a freshman, finishing with the weak hand in traffic.
You see Santa Barbara now on a 6-0 run. Velp trying to get going. Gets to the basket, scores, and he's fouled.
Colin Velp. A.J. Mitchell doing a great job of attacking the basket, taking the contact with a great shot blocker on him, and then Colin Velp with a little up and under move, showing the patience, the heady veteran.
Foul will be whistled against Calvin Wishart, his first. And Velp completes the three-point play. I know when we did the season preview show, Colin Velp was one of the guys we looked at back in October as being a big factor for this Anteater team, and he hasn't let anybody down.
No, he hasn't. And if they had finished in the top 2 or 3, he might have got that Player of the Year award.
Pierre-Louis, a stutter step, tried to slip it through 2 defenders, but it's taken away by UC Irvine.
UC Santa Barbara did a great job there slowing down the transition D. But look how seamlessly UC Irvine goes right to their offense. I love that about teams. When they get slowed down in the fast break, they just smoothly transition right into their offensive sets in motion. It works really well for UC Irvine. They're really good at it.
7 seconds to shoot. Butler with 2 seconds to shoot. Missing on the 3. Mitchell comes down with a loose ball for UC Santa Barbara. Amadou Sow. Dan Keeler guarding him. Back out to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the left hand over everybody, and Sow there for the stick back.
Nobody blocked him out. The reason being is great activity by the ball handler. He got to the basket. He took Sow's defender away to help. And that's why he was available with nobody blocking him out.
Now, Richard, when you look at this matchup, you've got 4 or 5 seeds, but again, a repeat of last year's title game. As Keeler goes to the bucket. And the unfortunate part is, you know, 2 of your better teams in the conference here. One of them is going to be done after tonight.
I know. Matter of fact, I was talking to Alex Young, assistant coach for UC Irvine, just before tip. He's a great player. I think he won 3 or 4 championships in his time in an Anteaters uniform. And he was telling me, look, they ended our season last year. We got to get some revenge. Beat him in the championship game. UC Santa Barbara went on to the NCAA tournament and almost pulled off the first-round thriller.
Baker whips it to Butler. Butler pulls up. So the rebound. It reminds me of something that Long Beach State head coach Dan Monson told Molly at the end of the last game. He said, you know, it's not true that winning on the road is the hardest thing to do in basketball. It's ending somebody's season.
That was a great quote. That was a really good quote. He was spot on, too.
So the rebound, kicks it back out. Pierre-Louis spinning toward the basket. in the tournament. Quarterfinal day is always, like, you call it a big day because it's a long day,
Yeah.
a lot of games. Tomorrow, semifinals for both the men and the women. Championship Saturday. Sawney hits it. And the Gauchos now with their largest lead of the game at 7 points.
It's all because Mitchell drew in the defender, and Sawney is known to be able to knock down some deep shots.
Davis. Baker still with the dribble. He'll fire one up, no good. And Norris came down with it, but looked like Ugajadelli had touched it also. But either way, it's going to be UC Irvine's basketball. Joe Pasternak. Russell Turner, both head coaches went through some battles this year.
Well, these are the two most successful coaches in the last 5 years. I mean, UC Irvine's Russ Turner has been the most successful coach in the last 10 years in the league. Coach Pasternak comes to UC Santa Barbara. This is his 5th season. He's had a ton of success in those years. So this is the big game. This is the big game everybody's excited about. It's two great coaching staffs and two perennially really good programs.
Ooh, beautiful step back jumper, DJ Davis. Creating his own space out on the perimeter. Now into the game is Jay Nagel for the first time. 6'8" senior from Vacaville, California. This is a pretty big lineup right now for UC Santa Barbara. Austin Johnson outreaches everybody for the board. Baker gets the screen. Now the double. Torre is in and chasing Baker around. Davis will try another. Got it, a 3-ball. DJ Davis.
D.
Really heated up in the last minute.
They needed that. Got to find ways to score. They're not scoring in the paint like they normally do. Gaucho's doing a good job in the lane, though.
Cuts the 7-point lead down to 2. Sekou Torre back to Nagel. Now so. Mitchell underneath. Miss, and so there for the putback.
Well, I beg your pardon. UC Irvine actually is scoring well in the paint. What I meant to say is UC Santa Barbara is actually outscoring them on their offensive side in the paint, which is kind of a rarity. Usually UC Irvine's so good at protecting the basket. Opponents don't always score down low.
Quick feed inside, and nice spinning bucket for Austin Johnson.
I'll tell you what, it was important for Austin Johnson to get off to a great start. His battle down low with Amadou Sow is important. Johnson's a player, number 13. If he can avoid foul trouble, he is an elite defender, always up for the Defensive Player of the Year award.
Amadou Sow. He's good down the lane with that little runner.
And Austin Johnson is tasked with guarding him. So is now 5 of 7.
10 points in double figures for the 27th or 23rd time, I should say. 23rd time this year. Another 3 as Davis again has that long distance shot locked in. He's now a 1-point game.
How about that? The great equalizer, the 3-point shot.
Torre to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to screen and roll with Nagel. That's broken up by guess who? DJ Davis. Tried the left hand. That didn't work. So in the run out, 3-on-2 momentarily. (27-26). 1-point lead for the Gauchos. Gets both. The lead back to 3 at 29-26. Isaiah Lee back in the game. He came off the bench earlier in this half and picked up 2 quick fouls, so he was right back on the bench.
That's why they have the depth, though, right? Great defense by Wishart. You know Baker's going to try to turn the corner. He totally takes that away from him.
He tried to work off the screen. Now Colin Belt backing in. Up and under, off the glass, no good. Gets his own board. Good offensive rebound, but it's stripped. Amadou Sow dribbles it across the half-court stripe. Norris off to Mitchell. 1:41 to go, first half. Norris off to Cole Anderson. Anderson guarded by DJ Davis. 6 seconds on the shot clock for UC Santa Barbara. Long three ball. And rebound right there for Austin Johnson. He was waiting for it.
But extra attention to DJ Davis now after that barrage of three-point shots he went on. 3 of 4 from behind the arc.
Whipped around to Lee. A little over a minute to go in the half.
Good pass.
Line pass, DJ Davis.
Isaiah Lee, the baseline drive. DJ Davis sees it. He drops from the opposite wing down to the corner. So Lee has an angle for the pass. Now he's 4 of 5 from behind the arc.
And 14 points, leading scorer in the game. 29 apiece. Wishart to Sow. They're giving Sow that short jumper, but now he challenges and goes inside and makes the bucket.
Man, I've seen him play for 4 years, and he just gets more and more skilled every year. He's always had that strength, that explosiveness, and now he's knocking down a lot of these shots. Mid-range shots, hook shots, you name it.
Foul. University Credit Union halftime report. Also, Richie and I'll have the first half stats and highlights. That's on the way. Velp, hook shot, short. And Amadou Sow. And here we go. Mitchell off to Wishart. Amadou Sow. Contact up near the high post, and now Wishart down the lane. A strong move, and he scores.
He's been good today. 7 points now on 3 of 4 shooting.
A block by Sow, and now the Gauchos in transition. The bounce inside. Sow turnaround, left-hander, didn't have enough to get it over the rim. Mahone with Velp. And now Butler. Here's Baker for 3. Dawson Baker. Wow, he's got the early bucket here, getting UC Irvine back to a point difference.
Dawson Baker not shooting the ball as well as he was a year ago in his freshman season. Nice curl by Miles Norris. Oh.
Wishart. Up top it goes. As the Gauchos work the ball around the perimeter. 10 seconds on the timer. Wishart lost the handle. Here's Sawney now off to Amadou Sow, and he knocks it down.
Sow got that good little touch, about 12 feet out. See if UC Irvine tries to pump the paint a little bit more. Remember, they got some foul trouble by a lot of their big men. Pick the pocket.
And here comes Norris with a hammer.
I think his head was at the height of the rim.
He had to duck so he wouldn't hit the rim. Yeah, if you can get your forehead up by the rim, you've got some hops.
Yeah, he's an uber talented player. Transfer from Oregon.
Owen, stop and start. Tried to dump it off, taken away. Mitchell. Steal by the Gauchos defense. Here's Sow again.
It's the matchup we like.
Sow working on Austin Johnson. And Johnson wins the battle for the rebound. And the Anteaters trying to close. Now down by 5. Baker dribbling through traffic. Right hand lay-in. Good. And he's fouled.
Dawson Baker Last year's Big West Freshman of the Year. He's battled a lot of injuries in this season, but he's still got it. Recovering from a broken hand. Nice crossover move, finishing to the basket with the right hand.
Baker now with 9.
His story is pretty incredible. You know, he went on a 2-year mission out of high school. Was the Freshman of the Year a season ago. Earlier in this school year, had a broken rib, had a hard time breathing. He broke his hand in season, was out a month. It was a spiral fracture, the same kind of injury that boxers get. And then he recovered from that, and then he got a non-COVID viral infection all in season where he lost 12 pounds, and he decided to, hey, you're my roommate, Colin Bell, let me pass it on to you.
Yeah.
Where he lost 15 pounds as well from it. So,
jeez.
Crazy year.
Yeah, how's your day going?
Exactly.
My gosh. But things are going along pretty well for him at this point. It's today. Norris. Top Wishart. Now the low block. Edahan. And now Wishart kicks it back outside. Under 5 seconds to shoot. To the basket. High off the glass. A good touch for Sawney. Jari Sawney, junior from Houston. That makes it 39-35. Lead back to 4. Velp puts it on the floor. Left-handed running hook. Yeah, there's a guy in the building I saw a little while ago could do that pretty well. 7 foot 1 inch. Bill Cartwright for the Knicks and the Bulls.
Yeah, sitting not too far away from us right now. Well, you want to talk about NBA players. There's J.C. Butler right there. How about his father? He is the son of Caron Butler. And there he is right there hanging out. No, former ESPN colleague of ours, and now back in the NBA, I believe, and watching his son play live and in person.
Nerve-wracking, though, for dad to watch son.
You would know about that, wouldn't you?
A little, but not to that level in basketball, for sure.
Your son is sitting 2 seats to my right, calling the same game you are. Are you looking down at him? Is it making you nervous?
No. No.
Because you can't hear him, right?
Can't hear him. Paying attention to you.
Love it.
Happy for him, though.
It's fantastic.
Lee gives it over to Baker. Baker drives, hangs, and cannot get the ball to fall for him, but he battles with traffic for the rebound. That's swatted away by Edahan. And a foul whistle. Isaiah Lee was involved in the play, but it'll be on Torre. Sekou Torre, his first. 6'5" senior out of Guinea.
This UC Santa Barbara team has a little more depth than it had the first time these two teams played in Santa Barbara. I think the Gauchos feel like they let that one get away. Edahan, who just got that block, he went out in the first half, hurt his face as you see him wearing the face mask. That's from the game these two teams played. And then Jari Sawney didn't even play in the last game. He was out.
Edahan rips down the board, and here's another Gaucho possession. First 4 minutes of the second half gone by. And a 5-point lead for the lower seeded UC Santa Barbara. That's something to do with his shooting ability, maybe.
Well, I also think he likes the fact that Steph Curry came from a mid-major. How about this?
There you go.
Sawney.
Sawney just lights one up right out of the timeout.
I think he likes the fact that Curry came from Davidson College, a mid-major school, and he wants to motivate other players. Like, look, you can come here, mid-major school. You could be an all-time great player, too.
So a strong board, and now the Gauchos looking to advance their largest lead. It's at 8 right now. Sawney with a basketball over to Wishart, back to Sawney. Yeah, when you have those players, Steph Curry, I think it's good to have that photo. Yes, Edahan, a two-handed flush. UC Santa Barbara on an 8-0 run, and they have taken a 10-point lead.
They've dominated the paint. They've out-toughed UC Irvine. Amadou So's a big part of that. But you look, all these points in the paint, 24 of them now for the Gauchos.
Davis gets the basket. So Davis with 16 points. He'll have a chance to go to the line for the three-point play.
Well, the fellow just got that dunk. Robinson Edahin. He's a fifth-year player utilizing his COVID year. Great dish down inside the paint, down inside to Edahin. And you gotta love players that shoot 63% from the field, working on his master's degree. He is a true student athlete. He's been part of some very successful squads under Coach Joe Pasternak throughout his career.
Foul was on Mitchell. And he's got 3 now. Jay Mitchell getting into a little bit of foul trouble. Davis adds another point. 17 for him. Season high. 24 points against CSU Bakersfield on the 5th of March, the last day of the regular season. DJ Davis, so he came into the tournament playing well. Now the long distance shot bounces around and rattles in. Cole Anderson with a 3. Lead back to 10.
Just keep pouring it on, don't they? Inside, outside.
Been a bit relentless here in the second half. And Davis has it swatted out of bounds by Wishart. So 9 seconds on the shot clock. His substitution as Amadou Sow will come back in for UC Santa Barbara.
Boy, they only just got better. An offensive threat. Here they are with a 10-point lead. I tell you, UC Irvine's just they're not getting some back to the basket opportunities. They're not getting a whole lot of drives to the basket. That's what they need more of right there. DJ Davis, the spark off the bench. He was so good in the first half.
19 for Davis. A beauty of a shot.
Where would they be without his production right now?
And considering they're down 8, he's been on fire. Also on fire from the corner is Jari Sani. An 11-point lead.
11 points for him. We talked how he didn't get to play the first time around. He's kind of the X factor in this game, isn't he?
He's absolutely.
Yeah.
Wishart. Uh-oh. A little bit of contact and everybody's separated.
Yeah, when your season's on the line. I mean, like I said, I think UC Santa Barbara feels like they let one get away. They weren't full strength. They're full strength now. And here they are in a neutral court with an opportunity to get revenge on the Anteaters. Here they are just fighting for the ball. Official called it. He already blew the whistle, but players want to be the last ones touching the basketball. They want to be the one who takes the ball and hands it to the referee. Just competitive juices in March.
So Wishart will get called for the foul. And that will be his first.
See the great sportsmanship between these two, though. Gave each other a little high five. That's cool, man. We're just trying to compete here.
The teams will get a chance to talk it over. Look at Pasternak. So right now the officials will go over to the scores table. They're going to take a look at the video replay just to see if there was any contact to the head.
All right, DJ Davis turns the corner. Wishart. Just a tie up for the ball. Where would the contact be? Right here? I don't see any contact. I think they both felt the other player was going to let go of the ball when the play was dead. No big deal. They already gave each other a little love. All right. UC Santa Barbara doing a great job here at the defensive end of the floor.
Ball will put it in play. Now to Davis. If you're UC Irvine, you probably want the ball in the hands of DJ Davis as much as possible, the way that he's been playing today. Isaiah Lee thought about it, had his pocket pick. Now a loose ball battle, and so gets it ahead to Sani, who saves it but it's DJ Davis right there to take it away.
Push the ball for UC Irvine. There it is. Defense isn't set. Perfect.
Velp to Lee. Lee skips it back up top. Davis pumps the pass to Velp. Velp off the glass. And the rebound tipped by Johnson. He couldn't get it to go.
That's going to be a third foul on Isaiah Lee, I think. How about this? UC Irvine, especially here in the second half, they can't buy a bucket.
That foul will be on Colin Velp, rather, beg your pardon. And Lee's got a bloody elbow. Got to get that taken care of. So coming back into the game, J.C. Butler. Here's Anderson. Back from Sawney. Anderson trying to advance the ball. Wishart with it. Wishart behind the back dribble. Got a pick from So. Anderson dumps it for Amadou So. So pulls up. He got it.
Smooth.
16 points to go along with 10 rebounds for Amadou So. He's got himself a double-double.
So smooth.
And the other way, easy lay-in as Justin Holm really was not defended on the way to the basket.
No, this is a UC Irvine club who holds opponents to under 60 points per game, 59 to be exact. They are nationally the 8th best scoring defensive team out of what, 355, 360 Division I schools. UC Santa Barbara has 53 points already with just under 12 to go.
So thought about it for a moment. Now he will, and it's blocked. Now he'll launch again from deep as he had to beat the buzzer. Did so, no shot clock violation. But Butler battled by Wishart defensively. Here's Hone. Velp spinning, turning, and scoring. Colin Velp, senior from Seattle. Father Christian is the all-time leading scorer at Washington State.
Matchup Austin Johnson going head-to-head with Amadou So would be interesting. Sure was. So's winning the battle.
Butler lays it in and out. An opportunity for
Right, so they didn't know what was Wishart going to be like. Cole Anderson and coming in A.J. Mitchell, and they've turned out to be pretty good. These young players are starting to come together towards the end of the year more so than they did the beginning of the year.
Pretty solid basket for Dawson Baker. Baker having himself a very good game, now into double figures with 10. Anteaters making a little run here, 6-0 over the last minute, 23 seconds.
We haven't seen the clamp down defense we're used to seeing from them.
Big rebound by So, kicks it out. Norris gets the roll off the front rim and the basket. 7 points for Norris.
A lot of people will tell you it's the best shot in basketball. Offensive rebound, a kick out to somebody out on the outside.
Butler going to the bucket, he's fouled. Well, I might argue the best shot is the one that goes in.
No, that's a good argument. Yeah. Look at Amadou So, though. He's just adding to that double-double. And then before he falls to the ground, kicking it out to Miles Norris. That's when you got a veteran player. It's not just getting the rebound. The fact that he was able to make the pass before he fell. If he fell to the ground, it would have been a travel. Got rid of it, found an open teammate, and converted. Great, great player. I mean, he's going to go down as one of the best players to ever play for UC Santa Barbara.
J.C. Butler, 6'5" junior from Racine, Wisconsin. Had 2,000 points in high school. First player in his high school's history at the Prairie School to reach the 2,000-point plateau. And a foul whistled off the ball. And Joe Pasternak right in the ear of official Greg Nixon.
Well, you know, here we are watching the replay. Sorry, I got cut up. Replay's coming up. I'm over here watching the official talk to Coach Pasternak. Yeah, there's a lot of conversation going on between the two of them. I think the officials just about had enough of it.
He just got disciplined.
I think that was that a warning? I was trying to figure that out.
Did not see the technical sign, so I think it was a warning. So they'll look at this to see what, review the contact here.
Let's see what they're brewing up over here. UC Irvine's frustrated. They're not playing their best basketball. I mean, they just seem overmatched by UC Santa Barbara, to be honest with you. UC Santa Barbara just is completely taken over. Again, without DJ Davis knocking down all those threes, this game would be completely out of control. Here we go right here. You know, this is what happened earlier on the bottom. All right, so this is Butler and AJ Mitchell. A little extra contact, possibly a trip.
So Joe Pasternak had requested that review. And it will be put back in play by UC Santa Barbara, AJ Mitchell. Wishart to Mitchell. Mitchell drawing contact and taken by Colin Bell. Bell out of the state of Washington.
Yes, the state of Washington.
And Dawson Baker throws in another runner.
How about this run that we got brewing for the Anteaters?
Cuts the lead to 6.
8-0 run. Am I reading that correctly?
You are.
6-0 run. Sorry.
I thought it was 6-0 before.
Well, to confuse myself because it doesn't look like it changed on the stat sheet we had.
Let me do you one better. It's the 9-2 run. How about that? Now 9-4.
There you go.
Eight-point advantage, just under 9 minutes to go. If the Anteaters want to move on, they're going to have to step on the gas some here. Wishart has been playing the guards very tough, and now So takes it away. Amadou So!
He's been incredible. Getting rebounds, scoring around the basket, little jumpers, a steal for a dunk, and Amadou So now with 18 points with 12 rebounds.
Really big game for him. Look at his rebounding numbers. Season high 14, so he's closing in on that. And so it gets another rebound. 12 rebounds, 2 blocks to go along with those 18 points. Now Sawney. Another opportunity for the Gauchos. And it seems like the Gauchos have gotten to a lot more of the loose balls. So battling for it. And another loose ball won by UC Santa Barbara. There's Mitchell down the lane.
What a block for the game. He was already 8th in UC Santa Barbara history in points scored and 3rd in rebounds. Great combination.
So the rebounds, as that one's knocked down. How about that? Right on cue. But he's tied his season high in rebounds, and the points continue to pile up. He's got a 20-point game. Colin Velt backing in. Spin around jumper. The rebound, guess who?
To 15 now. He's at 20 and 15.
And he's just tied his career high back on the 26th of February 2019 against Long Beach State. He pulled down 15. So he has equaled that mark here this afternoon.
Fantastic. Turning face.
From the corner, that's good. And Sonny with another three-pointer. He is 4 for 4 from 3, and now the Gauchos with their largest lead of the game at 15.
I tell you, it took them some time to figure out who they are as a basketball team. The last few weeks, they have really clicked. Super hot, scorching hot, the hottest team in the league coming into the tournament.
In and out for Velt. And if they win, It's very difficult to say, okay, it's an upset. It's a 4-5 game, and both of these teams very good, very competitive. One team had to wear the white uniforms. One team had to wear the road uniforms. So this is kind of how you got to look at it, I think. As Norris pulls up from that left corner. Johnson rebounds. Lee to Baker. Baker back up top. Johnson swings it around to DJ Davis. Davis has had a hot day. He's looking to catch fire again. And for UC Irvine, he's going to have to. Baker, step back jumper. And there's Sawney with the rebound.
UC Irvine's having the hardest time in the world getting any shot near the basket. It seems like they're taking a lot of jumpers, not getting within 10 feet of the basket.
Well, they haven't scored in the last 4 minutes and 8 seconds. So you get down to this stage in the game and you've got a 4-minute plus scoring drought. That's a problem. Sawney well short. DJ Davis was doubled briefly. Velp pulls up and he hits. 9 points for Colin Velp. Velp averaging 13.7 a game. So under his average right now.
I don't feel like UC Irvine can win this game on just jump shots, though. I think they've got to find a way to get more higher percentage shots around the basket. They've only taken 5 free throws. Getting higher percentage shots around the rim typically lead to more free throw opportunities.
Coming back in is Robinson Edahan. Also Cole Anderson. Isaiah Lee takes a break for the Anteaters. Gajadelli is back in now for UC Irvine. Whistle and a foul. A foul will be on Justin Hone, looks like. Yep.
All right.
So third foul on Hone. Sophomore from Sioux Falls. Norris leaning in to the lane, no good. Here's Hone with it again. Long three. Got it! Justin Hone lights one up. Shot 36% from behind the arc during the regular season. And tries to get UC Irvine even closer. He cuts the lead down to 10.
Well, Justin Hone, when he's in the game, they're looking for offense from him from the point guard position. He kind of brings a different look offensively. Look, little fake to the right. Gets to the spot he wants to be at and knock it down a 3 in transition. That's difficult to do. UC Santa Barbara, play smart. Keep playing through Amadou Sow. Keep looking at good high percentage shots, no wasted possessions. Try to close this thing out.
3, top of the key, no good. DJ Davis has to push it up the floor and work fast. Throws one up, that's good.
This is not the defensive team UC Irvine usually has in this game, but it's all credit to UC Santa Barbara. I mean, they are just playing terrifically right now.
Well, we talked about their aggressive. Oh, there's a steal. And Hone to the basket for a quick 2.
Pick the pocket of the freshman.
Now an 8-point game. And a foul is whistled. UC Irvine on a 7-0 run at this point. Hone commits the foul.
Was it a foul? Oh, this is great. Great steal. And you're right. Foul was called right after that. It's 1-on-1 now. UC Santa Barbara in the bonus. And there's been a couple momentum killers as of late. Right there. I don't like the call at all. It's a great acting job. It's an Academy Award winner right there. But you know what? It's impressive that a freshman, A.J. Mitchell, is pulling that off. Comes from Belgium. But he's not just any freshman. He played professionally before coming to school here as a young freshman. One of those players that got bumped up to the pro ranks as a teenager.
Might have a Golden Globe to sit alongside that Oscar, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty good one.
But he's played in 3 FIBA Euro championships. He's played in some high-stakes games. His game has translated really well to the American college basketball style.
Lead back to 10. Hone tries it. Velp skying, keeps it alive. Baker lobs it inside, and Johnson won't get the bucket, but he'll go to the line.
Seeing a higher sense of urgency from UC Irvine here as of late. Austin Johnson, 82% free throw shooter.
7th team foul on the Gauchos, so now both teams in the bonus the rest of the way.
Wow. Friendly roll, huh?
It's a difference between a long shot and a shot that takes a long time to go in.
Yeah.
And that was the latter, not the former. It's like he wanted to touch every side of the rim.
It succeeded.
That was the wrong side of the rim there for Johnson. 9-point advantage for the Gauchos. Amadou Sow having one of his better games. He was left open there momentarily.
Great shot fake.
Wishart all day to shoot. Got it. That's a dagger right there of a 3-point shot.
It's a thing of beauty. That shot fake. Get the defender high up in the air. One dribble, knock it down. You're wide open.
Gets him back to a 12-point advantage. Jump stop. Baker hits. 14 points for Dawson Baker. Underneath, kicks out of bounds off of Sow, and that'll go back to the Anteaters. So the job here, remember, they've got 3 timeouts, down 10. They need everything to go their way.
They need to force some turnovers on this press. They've forced some, but what I'm trying to say is they've got to make buckets, got to score, and then they've got to turn around and get a couple of turnovers back to back. Because if I'm UC Santa Barbara at this point in time up double digits, I'm going to be killing some of that clock when I get on the offensive end. It's either force turnovers or you got a foul.
Johnson is out and Gagideli's back in for UC Irvine. Anteaters bring the ball across half court. Here's Hone trying to direct traffic. Not really a lot of time to run half-court offense here. Davis to Hone. Hone drives. Gagideli back out to Velp. Velp will rise and shoot, and he's got it. Inside the arc for a long 2.
Getting the press, got to force one. Got to look to trap. Get nothing. It's a good job.
We'll see if the Gauchos can find a way to put it away, too. Wishart, home run ball. Wide open is Sonny, and he lays it in. 71-61, lead back to 10. Velp, long 3. Got it.
Just keep hanging around. No home run balls for UC Irvine. Now you got a trap. You got a trap. No. Heady play by Mitchell to split the trap. They got a foul at some point. Going to play this through maybe.
A little keep away.
I guess we're only down 7, yeah. Yep. Use the shot clock.
There's a foul by Gagideli.
Colin Velp showing his range. And then just before that, the home run ball. That's one of the dangers when you're pressuring full court. If you can shake free for the home run pass, Sonny with a big old smile on his face, get yourself an easy layup or dunk. At
the line, Ojai Sonny. Transfer from Pacific, appeared in 20 games for the Tigers of UOP.
You know, he was the Big West best 6 player last year, and I remember he had sprained his ankle in the first half of the championship game right here against UC Irvine. UC Santa Barbara went on to win that game, and I was worried for him. Like, oh, Sonny's probably not going to be ready and available for the NCAA tournament, which was just like, what, 4 days later. Sure enough, he was out there playing and playing well.
That's Mark. So Velp. 10 to go.
That's good defense.
Anteaters really need a bucket. Velp to the basket. He has scored. Oh, what a play by Colin Velp. 16 points for him and a chance to add another for 17.
I was impressed by how well the defense was locking him up, because, you know, Torre knew he was going to try to shoot a 3-point shot. And then he just kind of backs down from the 3-point line and gets the old potential 3-point play, the old-fashioned one.
Next one, good.
Set up your press. UC Santa Barbara, be ready to break this press. Get the ball in the middle of the floor. There you go.
Looking for the steal right now. Ready to put him to the line. There's a poke and a steal.
Wow. It's a good call. It's one-on-one free throws. UC Santa Barbara didn't want to give up the layup. How about this? Now, if they can knock down both these free throws, it's a 4-point game.
Third foul on Wishart.
How did he lose this ball? Oh, it just got poked from behind, didn't it?
Yeah. Great play by Gauchos.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah. So the next time UC Irvine's fouled, it's 2 free throws automatically. He's got to make this first one.
Two timeouts remaining, and again closing in. 5-point game.
Goes in, you set up your press right away. Don't change a thing.
Davis makes them both and cuts the lead to 4.
Got to match up. Ready to trap. There it is. Got to break the trap.
2-possession game late here in Henderson.
Oh, my.
Loose ball. Wishart throws it ahead to Sonny. And Davis has to foul him.
And that was really smart by Ajari Sonny. He could have gone 2-on-1 and gotten a layup or a dunk. He pulled it out and waited for the defense to come foul him. Chance to put more points on the board and kind of use a little more clock in the process. Mitchell just getting hounded all over the place. Oh gosh, Deli, great play, dives on the floor. I don't think Sonny really expected the foul to come, but I think he was just trying to pull it out and kill clock. Everything's 2 fouls from here on out.
Sonny's shot good. He'll get another.
In this pressure defense by UC Irvine, UC Santa Barbara, 0 timeouts remaining. So if they get in any kind of trouble, they got to make a play. They got to pass it, hope it doesn't get stolen.
Makes them both. 2 key free throws for UC Santa Barbara. Ajari Sonny.
Oh.
And the Gauchos will have possession.
That's frustrating. A miscommunication. DJ Davis, I believe he was communicating with the official, had no idea that the ball was coming to him. Now look, you can't make one mistake turn into 2. And I don't even know who that mistake can be attributed to. They've just got to move forward here and keep pressure defense like they have.
Amadou Sow will wait to get fouled, and he does. 39 7/10 seconds remain in regulation. 6-point lead for UC Santa Barbara.
What happened on that last possession? Here it is right here. Hone passing the ball over to DJ Davis. DJ Davis not even looking. I'm not saying that's DJ Davis's fault. I don't know why Justin Hone passes the ball to somebody who's not looking at him, but it's a miscommunication between the two. And that's a bit of a killer. But look, Amadou Sow, he gets fouled. They've got to move forward. Look, Hone looks still upset about it. Got to move on. Move on. Look, he might miss a second free throw here. It hurts you a little bit, but you're still in this game. You still got a shot.
Davis pushing the ball up the floor and wants a time from the field. Davis was the first option. Velp turns, fires. Would have been a three-headed guard. Baker the rebound. Baker, desperation three, hits the rim. And the shot clock is going to be done for the rest of the night. And an intentional foul as Toure hits the deck.
Some missed opportunities there, and Russ Turner in the official's ear trying to understand why. Why is that called an intentional foul? Let's see it here. Gauchos, number 10. Because he didn't go for the ball. Yeah, I can see it. I understand it. Could have been an injury to Toure. You can't do anything close to the head.
Jari Sani missed the first. Joe Pasternak and his guys ready to play. Got a big effort from Amadou Sow.
Sure did. Amadou Sow did a good job inside the paint. I mean, they've already scored 17 more points here than UC Irvine has allowed opponents on the season.
So with a career high tying 15 rebounds, he's fouled.
Tie up.
Maybe not fouled. Yeah, you're right, tie up.
UC Irvine's ball, we just talked about it. We've seen crazier things. Inbound pass, score, steal. That's your order of events here. It seems easy, doesn't it?
Seems easy. A lot easier said than done usually.
All right, look at the inbounder here. Now look at Hone.
Step back three. Did he get enough? Oh, well, it's amazing what you see late in the basketball game.
Saw an errant pass. We've seen tempers fly. So now they're exactly where they were 3 seconds ago.
22 2/10 seconds remade. Mitchell will inbound. And Sani has it knocked out of bounds, so they'll just move where they put the ball in play. Gauchos will have it.
Gauchos has been all over this pressure. You love his motor, you love his energy.
Sani reached in by Baker. Scramble and a give to Davis. Davis had his shot blocked. Would have been a wild one anyway. Ahead it goes to Wishart. Wishart.
Oh, he might have traveled. Did he travel?
Well, there's a whistle anyway.
Oh, a foul. Thought maybe he picked up his pivot foot. Didn't come to a jump stop, was going full speed and just stopped. I thought he picked up his pivot. Nevertheless, foul is called. Let's see what it looks like right here. You know, not a great pass up the floor, but one nonetheless. Okay, stops right here. No, it's good. It's good stuff. Kept his left foot down.
Well, so Gauchos fouls out.
I mean, Gauchos was a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he puts his whole heart into the game.
Amadou Sow takes a seat on the other side. Gauchos realizes the season's over, but big game for Amadou Sow. One of those career-type games.
No doubt about it. And going to see a great career, and Colin Velp coming to a close for UC Irvine. He's had a heck of a career.
So this will be it. The Anteaters will try. Velp doesn't make it, and that